It's Unk&Nephew, baby. Drop the beat.
Hit that beat. Yeah. A lot of stuff on my mind right now, man. I gotta kick this freestyle about the Unk&Nephew podcast.
Yeah.
It's Unk&Nephew. Unk&Nephew. You know what it do, it's Unk&Nephew.
Hey, y'all already know, man. Y'all already know. It is the Unk&Nephew podcast. Unk with a K, because we kings around here. And, man, you already know, man. It's your boy, nephew, Jerrel Beamon. Unk.
Raymond Jackson.
And, man, today is a very special time and episode for Unk&Nephew. You already know it's a podcast, two comedians, Dayton, Ohio, generational differences. But today, we got a special guest, especially since he's like, I think, our second or third, like, non-black guest we've had on the show.
Allegedly.
He's a very funny comedian out of Dayton, Ohio, blowing up online right now. I love this guy, everything he's doing, man. Give it up for the very funny Luke Capasso, ladies.
Yeah.
All right.
And now the camera's probably on him now. You guys can decide if he's our non-black guest or if he is a black guest. I've known him for like 4 years. I still don't know what
I
race he
have no
is.
idea what he is.
I have no idea.
He's everything.
He won't
he's
disclose
everything.
that. I've asked his family. I've met his family. They can't even describe.
He's black, he's white, he's Latino.
You said
he's
you keep that on
European.
lock.
Yeah.
You know,
Let's keep it vague.
We have no idea. That's how you know what
someone's thinking.
He works on roofs. We don't know.
People
He does
call him
plumbing.
all sorts of slurs that he isn't. What would you say? People call you slurs that you're not even. Like, you're like, that's not me.
Yeah.
I guess we got to fight, I guess.
Well, thanks for dressing up for the podcast.
Yeah.
Straight.
We appreciate
I have nothing but respect for you guys.
Straight from the oil factory. I don't know. He's just here.
Well, yeah, man. Well, Luke, first off, man, thank you for doing it. I'm not going to lie. I thought you were going to say no. No, I was saying, actually, I was going to say no just because I'm like, you only asked me because you've run out of people to do the podcast.
No, we have not. We have a line of people that want to be on here.
I know we're not big, but we got people.
We have people that want to be on here, but we only want interesting, important people on here.
There we go.
And you, sir, meet those qualifications.
Yes.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Like a white man's credit score. Yeah. You are here.
Are you white or not, Luke?
That's
what are you?
This ain't the show that's getting out the secrets.
What are you?
Are you giving out the secrets in here?
Never know. But thank you, man, for real. And we're familiar with you. We know a lot about you. We met you in the stand-up world, but you're really doing your thing online through all your content and everything.
Right.
So to some of our viewers, because some of your viewers are going to be watching this, but to some of our viewers who may not know what you do and everything, what's the content of Luke Capasso? Like, what do you really put out? And what inspired you to really start cranking it out in the first place?
I would say, I don't know. I do a lot of different shit. I do a lot of construction-based stuff.
Clearly, by your outfit.
By my outfit, because that's what I'm doing during the day.
Right.
But I do a lot of history videos, which I do a lot of stuff about historical type stuff.
See a few dollhouse joints.
I do. We like to call them miniatures in the miniature world.
Oh, my bad. I misspoke.
Dollhouses are for they are dollhouses. I make a lot of small, tiny hobby shit.
Cool. You sound very
general life advice. I don't know, because
I call them abstract scripts.
Oh, I love the narration.
All right, well, this is the reason I'm kind of vague about it is because, all right, a lot of people that do social media stuff, they're like, pick a niche and just stay with that. Yeah. But my shit is all over the shop, dude. It's whatever I feel like making that day. That's
so people are more.
Sometimes I'll do a whole week's worth of gardening videos. They'll just do videos about gardening.
Did you know that me and Luke did a film together?
We did a film together.
Yeah, it never got shown. It's on the floor somewhere.
It was
trash.
Cool.
Yeah, it went right in the trash.
I couldn't read. I was sitting there.
He was so stoned. We did try to shoot a video together. All right,
I wasn't stoned. I just was like, I don't understand the concept.
I'll tell you why it went through the floor. All right, Jerrel, I'll bring you up to speed. Jerrel's
we were on like a bus or something. I was like, what are we doing?
Two different unks here just fucking going in.
Well, I used to shoot this thing called Smoking Crack with Comics in a Caravan, right?
I saw the one with Nate and Wendy, I think.
Yeah. And then, all right, here's how I shot it. Because people think it's shot with all these cameras like this little setup you got, but it's not. I only got one camera. So I shoot one half of the video, All right, the dialogue. Then I shoot the other half of the dialogue. I shot our half of the dialogue, and I'm like, Ray, I'll just read the lines. You repeat it back to me. Ray's all over the goddamn place. I'm like, how do I edit this together?
That's that Dayton public education, I guess.
Yeah, and I'm trying to edit it together.
You
I'm
like, bro. Were you high or
no? I just couldn't get the concept of it, and I kept trying to think.
How he want. I was like, dude,
he was making it. He was freestyling.
I kind of ad-libbed a little bit, and he was like, "No, you have to stay on script." I was
like, I've already shot the other half, bro. I was like, I can't.
It's already done, and I was like, oh.
I tried to edit together, and it just looked like someone had a brain aneurysm.
You missed the shot, I guess, man. Oh, brain missed it. It sounds like when Patrice O'Neal was auditioning to be the dad on Everybody Hates Chris, and he just freestyled the whole fucking. They were like, "Damn it, we would have loved to give it to you, man." Fuck.
But I tried to do Carl the same day, but he got so shut. He's like,
Carl who? Carl Haggerty.
Carl, I don't even know how you say his name's not even Carl.
Carl, the
Chinese
Asian dude?
Yeah, he's Chinese dude.
Carl X.
Yeah, Carl.
Carl
with a K.
He calls himself Carl because he's racist. He don't think we could say his name. So he don't even try.
Carl, you know what?
Carl Z. That's his name.
Racism's. He's right with me.
You say,
I don't even know where to start.
And it's Z with an X. Z X-I-E. Z.
It's X-I-E. However, if we got any viewers that know how to say
we gotta get Carl on here.
To be fair, he's right. So I'm like, how do you say your Chinese name? And I'm like, nah, I'll just call you Carl.
He was like, I don't know. Are you Chinese? You know? Like, no.
He's like, what are you?
He's got a huge Asian following. We got to get him on.
But you
here.
had Carl on, and how did that go?
He was he was so mumbly and shy. I tried to jack the sound way up, and I was like, I can't hear anything this man's saying.
Yeah, I think I might have been like a sophomore or a freshman.
Yeah, you were probably still in utero.
Yeah,
when
you
we
were
doing that.
You were somewhere.
Yeah, I was somewhere taking a Spanish test somewhere or something. But I was gonna say,
this mango's so delicious, dude.
Oh yeah, dude. I would say show it off, but we might. I don't know. No,
if they ain't paying you, don't show it off.
Right. We're not. Yeah, he's drinking something.
It's just mango.
Yeah,
it's just mango.
Just mango.
It's mango water. There we go. We're gonna add it. We're gonna figure it out.
But you have a different journey on where your comedy actually began at. Could you kind of
because a lot of your fans may not know that, because you've been doing the actual live stand up for a minute. So what's the journey of that into the content? How did you start?
I started in the UK. I started in England. That's where I began doing comedy, and I was there for about 8 years ish, and then I came to Dayton.
So why were you in the UK? Because you grew up here in Ohio.
I grew up here in Ohio, but then I was in the Air Force, and then my now ex-wife, my wife at the time, got a job, like a civilian government job that took her to London. So I went there, and I had a GI Bill from the military to go to school. So I was going to school, but I didn't have shit to do at night. I didn't know anybody. So the job I worked before, I was working construction, and all these dudes would be old guys are like, you're funny, dude. You're my safety briefings, they'd be laughing and stuff. They're like, you should do stand up. And then by where we were living, there was this open mic, and I went there, and it was a lot of the comics were trash. And I was like, well, at least I could be half as good.
Yeah.
It was an open mic. I mean, it was new comics. But so I went, it went all right. Met some people, and they're like, you should come to this other one. Then I went to the other one. And then I just kind of snowballed. Yeah.
Because I know you got a few, and Ray probably knows this, you got a few solid credits from doing it out in the UK. Don't you?
Yeah, I got some TV credits from over there. Yeah.
But how is UK comedy structured different than comedy in the States?
All right. Depends if you're talking about the actual on stage what's happening, or in the club. In the club, because I remember you kind of formatted a show like that one time. Yeah, I took a bunch of shit because I tried to do it. All right, okay. If any viewers or whatever don't know, American comedy clubs, you walk out, no break, host does 5 minutes, 5-10 maybe, feature 20, 25, host again, headliner. Over there, it's okay, over here, so host is bottom of the barrel, then the features working their way up, and then headliner. But over there, the host has some sort of reverence to what they're doing.
Right.
And because they're a theater-based culture, you have they have breaks in it. They don't do table service. You go to the bar, get your drinks.
Smoke time, whatever you want to call it.
Take a piss, whatever.
So basically, intermission then.
They have intermission. A pro club over there will have 2 intermissions. Oh. It'll be all right, so basically the host comes out. The host is a revered spot because the host is
So do they get paid more than the feature then?
All right, so they don't really have I never even heard the word feature till I got here.
Oh, okay.
It's the other guy.
Yeah, no, but it'd be like, okay, there'd be the host, then you have an open 20, then you'd have the opening 20, which is basically the feature spot, and that's a tough spot. And then you'd have the host would be like, all right, come break, come back, blah, blah, blah. It'll tell you like 10-minute break. And then the host has to open the whole show up again, get everybody.
Yeah, once everybody comes back from getting their popcorn, drinks,
whatever they're doing. And then they usually they call them open spots too. That's like newer comics. Okay. That's how you kind of work your way into that club.
Get yourself working in.
Yeah, so then they'd go, and then the host would be like, all right, another 10-minute break, and then you'd have your headliner, and usually the headline set would be about 30 to 40 minutes.
And you're basically saying when you try to replicate a show like that here, everyone was telling you
I just had one.
Yourself.
I did one with a break, and everybody was freaking out. I had one comic
what are we doing?
What's going on here? I mean, everybody came back, and it was fine, dude. It was fine. And I was like, people smoke. Not everybody's getting up, walking around. There's no, it worked out fine.
Well, it was cool to me. I was like,
but it's just so jarring.
Yeah,
just like, let's say you went back to the UK and tried to bring a US style show there, they might look at you like, what are you doing?
Dude, I thought even when I came here, I felt like because I went to host like you hosted over there, like and then I remember even Wiley's was like all mad about it. They're like, you can't talk to the audience and you blah blah blah, and like I'm like all right, and not only that, but like you ever delivering like an punchline and then they're doing okay, what did you have, chicken wings? Did you have the chicken wings? Do you want more wings? And it's like
that happens at Funny Bones a lot.
Yeah, so I'm like, how is this cool? Like, I'm like, to me, like that it makes less sense here.
So did you get the Sprite?
Yeah, so then I'm like, or they're doing the check drop and everybody's like filling out and checking their debit cards. I'm like, all right, okay.
Because I remember when I first saw you on stage, it was like a lot of questions and crowd work you were doing. It was like very like jarring to me being new. I was like, oh my God, he's just making this all up. Then I saw you a few times. I found out it was all charade.
It's all a charade, dude.
It's part of the illusion.
Yeah, you do that all the time. But I was like, oh my God, he's doing all this crowd stuff, right? I remember when I asked you, because I was just new trying to figure it out. I'm like, man, how did you get so good at like the off the top and crowd work stuff? And you just broke the whole mirror for me. Like, yeah, man, I kind of do that shit all the time.
Yeah,
but he was like, but for real, in the UK, because that's when you kind of got me hip that you started in the UK. And you're like, when you're MCing or being the host opening act, they're wanting their hosts to just engage the crowd and basically crowd work and mess around.
It's a true definition of an MC.
MCs
100% what an MC is.
Basically polish it
you're
up
hosting,
to where
you're hosting the party.
Like it.
You know what I mean? You're hosting
While
the thing.
here, like you said, especially the traditional clubs, they'll be like, fuck are you talking to the audience where you're encouraging them to talk. And
exactly.
And you like, whoa, what the hell? Like, what's the problem? Because I thought your way was actually like better. In my opinion, it's more suited in my lane.
That's what I said. I'm more used to that way. To me, honestly, because they grew up in the theater. Like they've had theater there forever. We're like movie based, and they I don't know. And they go out more. So even
their theaters when it comes to play, and we're like movie theater here.
Yeah.
Like, so our cultures, you're just saying, are totally.
I mean, I would say on stage, material wise, the U.S. is like miles ahead.
I was just gonna ask that.
Miles
ahead.
I mean, that's still our art form. But as far as like constructing an actual like the show to like have people's attention or whatever, that's.
And I like the England way because most of the times you can't smoke inside of the clubs in America anyway. So, because I used to like do things with bands and they have an intermission and everybody would go get a smoke, go take their TT break and all that stuff, and then they come back and I just kind of would be working the room until everybody kind of got in and got settled and everything. So it's a cool thing, but around here, they'd be like, oh, they're coming back. They're going to walk on me. I'm like, they're not going to walk.
If they bought a ticket, they're just leaving until the show's over.
Yeah. So for you as an American, the UK scene, was it like tough for you to kind of break in? Or were there like a bunch of Americans kind of there? Since it's London, it's like a huge metropolitan.
Yes and no. Sometimes like... one, I went right when Obama got elected, so they liked us. Like if I had gone,
he was like, that's when foreign relations.
Welcome.
Yeah, had I gone during like the Bush era, it might have been different.
Bloody American.
Yeah. So they were. I was riding off.
Well,
I was
there's
riding
our
Obama's
2%
juice.
UK audience.
Yeah.
Thanks to that impression Ray did.
Bloody Yankee.
Right.
Why is this Yankee here?
But really, like as long as you meet, like you go up, and I always had to kind of do some hack thing. Not necessarily where you show you have some sort of understanding of where you're standing. You're cool.
So you address that you're American.
Yeah.
And then you
but
say
real
you're
quick,
American,
get
maybe
it,
it's
rip
a little
it,
hack
and get
it out the way so they know what it is.
But in London, they don't give a fuck.
Okay.
There's no novelty to it. It'd be like being British in New York. They don't.
That's
care.
what I was gonna say, because London's basically their New York, so there's all sorts of people there anyway.
Yeah.
So, because you knew. I don't know if you knew I was gonna ask about this. But I definitely.
I did not get the script if you sent it to me.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. There's no script, but I was gonna ask, bro, because before you even blew up on your social, how you are, you actually already went viral, basically.
Yeah.
On YouTube, and I look at it at least once a month. I mean,
just because you enjoy.
I enjoy seeing what happens.
Yeah, suffering.
So, and Ray, you have to know, right? He was in London. Was it an open mic show?
It was an open mic.
He's hosting.
Yeah.
And he'll break down why it happened, but some lady just fucking poured the drink right in his face. Just poured it and was like, fuck you. And
I vaguely remember.
Went huge. Like, I'm still on YouTube now. You can see a bunch. I don't know who even uploaded it.
I've not replicated that level of internet attention from anything.
Bro, so why? Like, what even?
No, because over there, you can drink young, so there's be 18-year-olds drunk as shit. And I mean, you say open mic, and I was like, okay, that's another thing. It's hard to explain. Like, if they had an open mic over there with no audience, they stopped doing the open mic.
Oh yeah, that's nothing like
that's
here.
Absolutely not. So that's an open mic.
Yeah, here you get if there's 2 people, go.
That open mic, there wasn't room for the comics to sit in the room, so it's like it's probably like 40 foot long. It was underneath the pub, so it was rammed full of people, but. No, I was just talking shit and this girl was laughing in the front row. I wouldn't have been messing with her if she wasn't having fun. But I guess it was like her girlfriend, these 2 18-year-old.
Okay.
And one just like, please stop talking to my girlfriend. And then I was like, I didn't even hear her say that. And then she gets up and just blasts me with this.
What was the beverage? Do you remember?
It was a cider because it was a sweet kind of
tasted it
because
you tasted it.
Yeah,
you tasted it like strawberry.
And then she chucks the glass straight at me,
bruh.
Which it didn't break. Luckily it didn't hit me in the face. It just hit me right in the chest, then hit the floor and broke.
How do you keep your composure? Because in the video,
I did it at first. At first, I was like, I felt the evil coming out.
Like, look here, you little mother.
Yeah, like she's a kid.
Yeah, but I was like, I could at least, I thought I was gonna do. But then I look at the audience, and okay, I will say about the British aren't like. They're very nice people, right? Even in the city, they're very like I don't know. You kind of see these geezer type dudes and like. I can't remember what even kind of movies, like Jason Statham movies, but for the most part, they're very
chill.
Yeah, they're chilled out, they're freaked out, and they see like this kind of tattooed, muscled up American dude like, and then they're all like immediately like, ah. Yeah. And I imagine like sitting at home, I had this feeling like, you know, when you got not you, but there's kids on your couch and you stub your toe and you're like, and then all of a sudden the kids are like, Jesus.
Well, hold on, why not me?
How many babies you got? You got.
I mean, I have little cousins who come over.
All right.
Yeah. That was rude.
Yeah. All right.
He's lying.
You still? I have family, man. I have family, and they support me in everything I do, especially comedy. For
if you're enjoying, if you eat chicken nuggets as much as the nieces and nephews.
I love chicken nuggets.
If you're on the same diet as them, it doesn't count.
He hates how I eat. All right, fuck it. Go back to your story.
Yeah, that's pretty much the end of the story. And then, all right, yeah. So then I see the audience like scared. Then I was like, whoa, shit. Let me take it down a notch. I'm fine.
So you fine. Wet?
Soaking wet.
Did they help wipe you off or anything? Like, what was the reaction? Was it like, oh, or ha ha?
Yeah, but then I was like, I can't remember what I even asked. I was like, that girl don't like banana bread. Is what I said. And everybody just started. It was like the relief.
Maybe they were trying to figure out your nationality or something.
Yeah, they were very confused.
You're saying that's what the drink had to do with it.
Actually,
make them mad.
Actually, in the UK, they were convinced. They knew I was black off the jump. They just said I was black.
Well, what I find humorous is that a lot of people do, especially when you're wearing like a hat or something. People will think you're black. Like,
I get. Depending on unless my beard got big over there, they'd be like, I'd have guys be like, "Assalamu alaikum," and I'd be like, "Assalamu alaikum."
Oh, you just fit in. You just do
it. Right in.
Yeah, I saw no reason to correct him.
Well, let's play this real quick. Ray, what did you think he was when you met him?
Let's play Guess That Man's
when you met
Race.
Him, when you just first met him, what did
I thought he was cool, man.
That's it. You're not gonna say
he's not as racist as you. You know what I mean?
Racist. Just
I thought he was cool, and I think we
maybe
met at
I should
the funny
wear a little
bone.
armband with whatever my race is for you. So is that what you want? Is that what you want?
It's just a very interesting.
I think
this man loves chicken nuggets and racism.
Yeah, we was at the funny bone, and
love corn dogs.
I think he saw me at Wiley's, but we kind of talked at the funny bone. I think Carlos Mencina was there, and people in the back were like,
weekend.
He just ruined an open mic is all he did.
Oh. Yeah, he went up
do
there
an hour
and
in
got
the middle
the
of
Carlos Mencia ruined the open mic?
Yes.
Wait, hold on
Believe
real
it or
quick.
not.
Why was he at an open mic at a funny bone?
That's how me and him started talking.
Why not work out at a showcase club?
I don't know. Maybe people kept saying he's looking for new jokes. That's what everybody kept saying.
This was around that time.
He was already over.
Everybody was like, "Don't do your new material up there."
Oh yeah, they're like, "Go out there and just bond tonight, y'all."
Yeah,
don't even.
That's how they do Dayton, dude. If you've been canceled, you go do the funny bone.
Which funny bone was this?
Dayton funny bone.
So he pulled up. Was he doing a weekend at Dayton funny bone?
Yeah, he had that weekend.
So he just popped for the open mic. And he basically did an hour on the open mic. It sounds like
he just kept on rolling. I didn't even get to do my. Here's the part that pissed me off. This is why I was like,
did you get bumped?
I bumped myself.
You bumped, it was like
you bumped yourself.
Nobody wanted to go up after that. He did like 45 or 50.
I felt bad for the audience, dude.
How many people were in the crowd?
It was solid.
The front little section was filled
50,
up. Yeah.
100?
No 100. I would say maybe
50 to 60.
Yeah, it was the front section was filled up.
Okay, and how many were there by the time he wrapped up his set?
I don't remember.
I wasn't there to find out.
I went out on the balcony. We started talking.
And that's how y'all you're saying that linked y'all to even having a
I had about 3 seconds where I was like, that's Carlos Mencia from TV. Then I was like, he's still going.
Was he doing well?
He's just doing crowd work shit. Just stupid shit. And I was like, well, here's part that made me mad, right? Again, I'm new to Dayton. I'm new to this market. I wasn't real keen to come to Dayton. No, this is not the comedy mecca that it is now.
He found me.
Yeah. Now that once I found Ray, I knew this place was serious.
I'm in the right place. I found Raymond Jackson.
Because were you living in Yellow Springs then or Greenville?
I was living in a van, dude. I was living in my RV then.
Yeah.
He has an outlet wherever I park.
I thought he was in Greenville or some. I know
he originates from Greenville.
He was a guy that comes around. He was a cool guy, so I was just like,
okay, well, Carlos Mencia, that sounds like a shit show story. That's terrible. But for you, what was it like transitioning from being the hot thing kind of in the
I don't know how hot I was. Hot enough. I was on my way up.
Yeah, TV. You're one of the guys. You're
depressing,
doing the good clubs.
Well, you think it was? All right, okay. So I went because that was the Mencia show. I'm talking. I've been here for like 2 weeks, maybe. Like when I went to the Mencia thing, it was fresh. So I went to one open mic at the Dublin pub that didn't happen. That was the first open mic I went to. There was nobody showed up, so they didn't do it. All right. And then the next one was I don't know if you remember the chapter in Fairborn.
Yeah.
This is like
I've heard stories of that.
This is rough, bro. This was a rough mic, and I did that. And then
they loved me.
I'm trying to remember one other mic like that where it was just comics in just a bar with somebody who was mad because you're interrupting them. And then I went to a show at the Funny Bone and I talked to it wasn't the manager that's currently there. But I was like, excuse me, hey, I used to do this, and this. She's like, we have an open mic once a week, bring 5 people. And I was like, all right, like I said, I was headlining these clubs and do it. We have an open mic once a week. I was like, all right. So I bring my 5 people, and I go there, and it's Carlos Mencia just rambling nonsense. And I'm like, I'm not even going to get to go up. I was like, fuck this town, dude. I was like,
you're like, maybe we need to just go back.
Dude, I had to come to Jesus, and I was like, I just need to give this game up because this ain't the place to play this game.
So you really were contemplating maybe just quitting?
What? Yeah, I'm like, what am I going to do it here? Like, I don't know. It's like...
So what made you not quit, Luke? What made you just say, let's keep going?
Stubbornness, probably. Same
then we found Wiley's.
And we found Wiley's.
Went there somewhere where you
I had to recalibrate things.
It was like, give him a hug. You can go up here and you could tell your jokes and do your things. And
there we go. Well, we're glad you didn't, man.
Well, thank you very much. Yeah, I'm still debating whether or not I should have or not, but I still... sticking with it.
I didn't know you could fix everything back then, though. I was like,
oh yeah,
I had a lot of stuff that I needed done back then.
I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, I thought. Then I was like, he's Latino. I was like, that's what he is.
Motherfucker.
Jerrel, you get there. You get there. I believe in you.
Yeah, well, all right. Well, that was targeted.
I believe in you.
that doesn't feel like you really believe in me.
You got new clothes.
You're still new. You still suck now.
Well, yeah, I do have new clothes.
He's got new clothes. He got new school clothes, people.
Jerrel might not want his secrets on the street,
like
but
he did Puffy of comedy.
He did
now.
some construction work. I don't know if that ruins his image.
It does not. I don't know why you keep assuming I have some certain type of image.
I don't know. I don't know if you're trying to project.
He was trying to act like I have some sort of street. Like fucking.
I know his street.
I can't see you actually working myself either.
I did. I worked.
He worked a few times.
I'm a hard worker. I don't know a lot.
I mean, he works hard. He sucks.
Hard.
I mean, he's terrible, but he still works hard. But it just
measure that. There's a job for you. Measure that. You look like you could count and you could.
He had me doing his windows. I don't know how to describe what I was doing, but I was taking them out of the frame. You broke. I didn't break any. You broke one.
I broke one. That? He reglazed it.
Whoa, you got soft hands.
You work good.
I thought you said okay.
No, he said you did good.
Yeah,
he said you did good.
Yeah,
you just don't look like you could do anything like.
But what do you look like you can do, Ray?
Drive. I look like I could drive.
Besides yell at people and have promiscuous sex with random.
What does that have to do with anything?
I want to look like I could have promiscuous.
I won't do anything.
Hey, don't you say that. Your wife may watch this. He does not. He does not want to
I didn't say I want to do it. I just want the look. So then she knows.
Yeah, that's the thing. You're in England, then you end up back in the States, and I don't know if you and your wife was getting on each other's nerves or she stayed and you got on the plane.
No, she came back with the kids. That's why I came back.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, I'd be still there just tearing it up.
Yeah, you would just be the American guy turning up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Luke Capasso. I mean, now you're just Luke Capasso.
Yeah, it's not as exciting.
Yeah, put the boards over there, please.
Yeah. He's doing the work. Yeah. Can you measure this?
Yeah,
but it's a nice life. I'm glad I'm actually happy.
It's all right. I mean, honestly, I went back. I've been back twice since moving back, and each time I think I'm getting too Ohio'd because I'm like marinating in the comfort of life.
I must have started mine's late. Where's yours at? Mine's at 27 minutes. We got 3 more minutes.
Oh, you're 30-minute podcast.
Part 1.
Yeah, part 1 of it. But yeah, this nigga was tapping his shit like we was like 10 seconds away or something.
I could feel it.
I looked. I was like, yo, we still got
when you're a comedian, you can feel it, man.
He's right on the money.
We were close, but he had me thinking we were close.
I just was like, check it.
All right, man. Yeah, we're going to get more into it in part 2 in a second. But what I like to do when we get into part 2, we're going to have a few rapid fire questions for you. And then we're going to still go into more about your content and shit than just stand up and everything.
All right.
But, hey, man, we're going to cut to a video of...
Michael Jackson.
There we go. Bye. That was Michael Jackson.
Yeah, and that's when...
holding his white baby that clearly isn't biologically
And
his.
that's when white people said, I don't like him.
I don't think I'm a fan. If he was holding his black baby out the window, it's artistic.
They be like, look at him. Look at him.
Puppies and white babies.
Look how irresponsible he is.
It's like, somebody should call the police. That's not safe.
That's not safe at all. I don't know what to think. It's not offensive because we don't know what Luke is, so it's just us just all making fun. No, okay. Johnny Woods, our white producer of the podcast.
Oh yeah, Johnny.
We love him.
It's his birthday.
It's gonna be his birthday tomorrow. We're gonna show him.
He's sweatpants every day white, so that doesn't.
All right.